people who are like, oh, you got to check out Comedy Bang Bang. Here's the episode to listen to. Here's the great jumping on point.
This is it. So I want to make sure that we set the table.
By the way, you mean that episode called #Dipe Life?
Or corn dog. I want to set the table, and when you go out to dinner,
yes, sir,
you like a nice set table, right?
I don't mind. I don't mind if it's like a beautifully set table.
Do you like to go to a Dick's Last Resort where there's like just paper towels on the ground?
Here's the great jumping on point.
This is it. So I want to make sure that we set the table.
You mean that episode called #Dipe Life?
There's a restaurant in San Diego. I don't know whether it's a chain, but that's the only one I've ever been to. I thought at one point in my life, oh, that might be fun to go there. Boy, was I mistaken.
Really?
I think there's sawdust on the ground, but also it's just like basically they give you rolls of paper towels because their food is so messy, and then you're encouraged to just throw it down on the floor.
It's like a creamed corn emporium. Like, why is their food so messy?
Mainly because maybe you're supposed to eat it with your hands. It's like chicken wings, burger
I see.
type things. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like food that's actually like laying waste as you eat it.
Got it. Okay.
It's not like organic food that's shitting as you eat it.
Whoa.
There's an idea.
Food that shits.
Food that shits.
Food that
for
shits, you. Right?
Food that shits for you so you don't shit.
So here's the thing. So that what happens is right before you eat it, the food shits out the part that you're going to shit out.
Yes.
So you only get the nutrients and all the good stuff.
Well, we talked about this years ago with Rob Delaney on the program that babies, when they're first born.
What a catastrophe.
Because he's on a show, Catastrophe. And also it was a bad episode. But the babies, when they're first born, they don't shit because they are only eating what they need.
Oh, interesting.
And waste shit. We grow up shitting because we're eating too much and we're not eating just our basic nutrients.
So you're advocating that we get back to a diet where we eat only what we need and thus don't shit.
Exactly.
So you're at war with shit.
Yeah, I hate it. But food that shits, that would be great because a burger would basically they'd have a scan. They'd have like a laser scan that would go bzz, bzz, and scan you.
Okay. The laser scan scans me.
Yes, determines exactly.
Who is they?
The burgers, the organic burgers that shit. They scan you, they look at you, they determine exactly what nutrients you need. I don't know if I want to eat
something that is a laser.
You have to be naked.
Okay, I know.
It's like you stand on a scale.
Now I'm back on board.
You're naked, it scans your body.
Do all restaurants have like a naked scale area?
Oh, of course, yeah. Cool. They also have like Lorenzo Lamas with a laser pointer pointing at your body.
Topical reference.
We're old. Then
Lorenzo Lamas.
Shay Lamas from The Bachelorette's father?
Yeah. Fernando Lamas' son?
Sure, of course. What a legacy, that family.
Oh.
It scans you to determine exactly what nutrients you need. You pick it up by the bun, and then it just goes and shits out everything you don't need.
Okay, but
in shit form.
But what you eat is still a burger?
It's still whatever it is.
Because I would think in this diet you'd have to just basically eat pills.
Well, that's the thing.
Give me that pill.
Give me that pill. I want that pill.
I want that pill. That's what it was.
I feel like that the pill that you eat to stay alive, where all food is just a pill that tastes like food.
And it's what you need.
And it's what you need. Yeah. I think it's coming. I just don't think it's a tiny pill.
It's coming as well as shitting? You're
positing
a world
and shit at the same time.
Yes.
Just both ends. That was a little higher pitch too.
Delicious.
No, I think it's down the line. I just think it's going to be as big as like a roasted ham or something. And you're gonna slice it like it's a ham.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
you're gonna put it in the microwave.
I was with you up until the ham pill.
Do you not eat ham?
No, I eat ham, but I just don't think there's going to be a pill that's the size of a ham that you slice.
Well, that's what it's going to have all the nutrients you need, and then you're going to do like thin deli slices.
Do you think that's because humanity needs to cut its food even if it's a pill?
I think that it's so interesting.
Is that what God intended, or the aliens want to watch?
You look at evolution, and you see how...
The movie?
Yes,
the Ivan
exactly.
Reitman movie?
Yes, it's wonderful.
Duchovny.
So funny. Orlando.
Julianne Moore.
The funniest actress of all time. Look, I love her. Wouldn't say she's a comic great, but would love to have her on the show. But I
talk about it.
I think evolution...
Roll by roll.
How funny do you think you were in this one?
What do you think was funny about it?
Tell me about Safe. How funny was this? I think in evolution... apes grew the opposable thumb so they could hold utensils.
Okay.
And so that they could cut their own food. Because you ever you don't have a knife, and so you just like stab something with a fork and you try to tear it with your teeth,
your choppers,
like, with the old choppers.
Yeah.
You know the choppers.
Oh yeah, I'm familiar with your choppers.
And it's like you're like, man, I wish there was a knife around here.
Well, yeah.
Boy, we've really run out of things to say. Boy, I wish there was a knife around here. The end.
The end.
Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Credits. Comedy Bang Gang is going
Why
off
did you tell me this episode was the best episode of the show? They ran out of steam real quick.
Real quick. Boy, about 10 minutes in.
They started really intensely, very big picture, aliens, God, and ended up with like a ham-sized pill that you cut and not having a knife.
Knives exist, Ed. We're
Ed who?
At TV. We're getting towards the end of the year, Jason, and we're getting towards...
Did you make a resolution this past year?
I don't remember. That's the thing. I don't remember the resolutions a week after I made them.
Yeah.
I'm like, I decided to do something, didn't I? Did you make
this year make a resolution to remember your resolution?
Shut the fuck up.
Interesting.
Did you make one this year?
I did not, no. I'm not a New Year's resolution person because I don't keep them. And then it's just another thing in my life that I'm disappointed by.
What do you wish you could change about yourself?
I wish I could procrastinate less.
Yeah.
Genuine.
Is that in your work?
Real.
Is that in your relationships?
No, my work. In like things that are... I guess it ends up being evidenced in work more than anywhere else, but like things that I perceive as I don't want to do them.
Work, like homework, basically.
Yes.
I think that's the problem with the life in the arts is that we get into these things where work is so fun that we go, well, we only want to do the fun part of it.
Yes, and the not fun part of it is very real.
And our lizard brains are just constantly saying like, no, just do the fun thing.
Go do those fun things more.
Yeah, the fun things are fun.
Yeah.
You have not.
Is there something you would change about? Is there something you would like to resolve to change here on this podcast that we will hold each other accountable for? How about that?
I wish I had a smaller penis.
Yeah.
It's just it's rough.
Yeah.
Everyone wanting it.
Yep.
It's the perfect size. I'm not saying it's too big.
Sure.
It's just the perfect size.
Yeah. So rather than have it be perfect, you'd prefer it be smaller.
I prefer it just to be smaller.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be too big.
No. That would be uncomfortable. Yeah, I get what you mean. Mine is just too big. And I wish it could be perfect size.
Right. Yeah.
I would not want smaller.
When you're saying too big, you're talking 4 or 5 inches, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's huge. And that's
comedians are talking about their dicks finally.
Yay!
We did it.
Everybody's got a dick.
Do you
except for women.
Okay. Good observation, I guess.
I just wanted to make sure people knew that I knew that women didn't have dicks.
Do you ever wish that you could be a musician?
Yes.
What would you play? Do you play anything?
I play drums.
You do play drums?
I do play drums.
I had no idea.
Is that right? Yes. No, I do play drums. That's funny. I thought you were asking that because
really
I would like to be. That is
like
set? In that way that yes. In that way
have a kit?
I do. In that way that I feel like all comedians want to be musicians and all musicians want to be comedians.
Right. Yes.
Like I grew up playing in bands and like oh my God.
Well, there's a musicality to your comedy.
Thank you.
It is interesting that comedians want to be musicians. I think primarily because you go see bands and man, they don't have to work very hard.
No.
You know what I mean?
It's like two hours on stage.
Well, it's 2 hours on stage, but all they're doing is like going, And
who are you going to see? I'm just curious. Who was that?
I'm going to see Alexander's Ragtime Good Time Band.
Okay, cool.
And the Corn Dogs. They don't have to do good stage patter. They can say anything and people will laugh. You ever notice that at a concert?
Oh yeah, because people are awkward. I mean, the audience is like nervous for the talking portion.
Yes, because and all they have to do is say something like, "This one's dedicated to my buddy that I grew up with. It's called Hey Fuck You."
They also, I think musicians need to stop doing this thing where like people will start like yelling out stuff while they're in between songs, kind of tuning or whatever.
Yeah,
and the person will be kind of tuning and then absent-mindedly kind of like, and then somebody will be like, blah, 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 and they'll be like, wait, what?
Yeah.
And then now we have to like be quiet
for the person in the front row.
So that they can be like, wait, what? Oh, yeah, no, we're not gonna do that.
I remember when I saw Radiohead and they did that.
And I was like, why on earth would you be indulging this?
I think concerts, everyone should be silent. I think there should be no reaction from fans.
Whoa.
At all. And
I don't like that.
And I think people should play the music, put down their instruments after every song, and then stare at the crowd for a good 2-3 minutes.
Okay, I'm on board for the staring at the end.
Right.
Everything else I don't like. I would not. Can you imagine going to a show and having there be no laughter?
Yeah, I can actually. As a matter of fact.
So you guys stopped doing live shows, huh? I find audiences to be so fascinating. I saw the war on drugs at the Greek last week.
Quite a while
ago, actually. Now, yes, sorry. And it was. I
wanted to go to that show. Why didn't you invite me?
It was great.
Who'd you go with?
I had 11 extra tickets that I just did not use, and I went alone.
I just wanted to really stretch out.
In a row.
I lay down across every seat.
But I had as much fun watching the audience as watching the show, because the audience was like all bros, just like freaking out over how much like the guy was shredding on stage, and it was the mellowest of shredding.
I saw The National, a few who were guests on this very program, of course, and I may or may not have talked about it on the show that they were on.
Okay.
But I saw them a while ago, and two things. There were two women taking duck-faced selfies in the very front row with the band as the background throughout the last 5 songs.
Really?
Like they didn't do it
because they couldn't get it right?
Yeah, constantly like taking a flash photo, by the way, of the band with them like doing the peace sign and doing duck face selfies, and then looking at it and going, oh no, let's do it again. Constantly flashing in Matt's eyes. So that was one thing. But then there was a dude.
I don't like it.
There was a dude who had the longest ponytail, and The National are not a dance band, certainly, but he was out there acting like it was the Red Hot Chili Peppers going. So
that is a dance band in your mind, Red Hots?
Well, I mean, they have a funky bass.
Yeah.
But he was out there whipping his ponytail around.
I just want to let the listeners know that Scott has now done a bass line and a guitar line with his mouth. So let's
put
make
those together,
songs, everybody.
And there is a really good song in there.
Yeah, there is.
He was whipping his ponytail around and then doing funk dances. It was very weird.
To the National?
To the National.
To the National's languid rock and roll?
To the point where I started taking video of him because I just wanted to prove that I could do it. But then I felt bad because everyone behind me, and believe me, when I go see a concert, there's a lot of people behind me.
Sure. Why not just turn around, point it at yourself, do a duck face, and get him in the background, because that's apparently allowable.
J-Dog, I wish you were there with me. I had so many extra tickets.
Oh, that's heartbreaking.
Oh, too bad. Yes.
I was going to say, did you ever wish you were a musician? Did you play an instrument? No.
I played guitar. I played in bands.
Okay.
Actually, there was a point where I decided to give up.
How do we not know this, and why don't we start a comedy bang bang rock and roll band?
Oh my God. What are we doing with our lives if we don't start a band?
Paul Rust to play the bass?
He's already in a band. Oh, he's got a baby. He's, All
right, fine. Shoot him down.
There's got to be someone else who plays bass.
Brian Husky.
Brian Husky plays
bass very well. He was in a band called Bicycle Face that was like a touring band.
I did not know that.
Yes.
This is incredible.
Oh, yeah.
I played Largo on my last gig ever, and I broke 2 strings in the opening song.
Really?
And I was like, fuck, what am I even doing?
What old Largo, I assume?
Yeah.
Fairfax Largo? Yeah. What was the band?
Lave Los Manos was our name.
Who else was in it?
My friend Doug Binns, who is currently in North Korea. Oh, no.
In North Korea?
Yeah, he's in North Korea. That's the one to be in, right? Or South Korea. No, he's in South Korea.
Wait, do you really not know the Koreas?
Look, I'm concentrating on facts right now.
Why is he in South Korea?
He went to work there.
Cool.
And
that's what broke up the band, so you decided to become a comedian?
No, I broke 2 strings, and that broke up the band.
Got it.
No, but I was doing comedy at the same time.
Because you were shredding so hard?
I guess.
What kind of music?
Like poppy Elvis Costello-y, Graham Parker type stuff, but with acoustic guitars.
Uh-huh.
Harmonies.
Mm-hmm. Just you and Doug Bin?
Me and Doug Binns were the 2 regulars, and then we would have a rotating cast of people playing drums or playing keyboards, saxophone, stuff like that.
Love it.
Yeah.
I feel like we could get a Comedy Bang Bang rock and roll band.
We could. We should. Anyone who has ever been on the show before, and that includes musicians.
John Gemberling was a lead singer in a band.
Whoa.
And his band had a song on a soundtrack for some movie.
What?
I remember that being a
like
thing.
Drop Dead Gorgeous or something?
It was like 1,000 years ago.
I don't know why I'm thinking of that movie.
I don't know why you did either.
Denise Richards?
Yeah. Why? How did you get Drop Dead Gorgeous?
I was thinking of soundtracks, and that one popped in my mind because I own
the number
it for
one
some
soundtrack?
reason.
You own the soundtrack to Drop Dead Gorgeous?
There must be. There was a time in my life when I would go to record stores, and if something was like $5 or less, and it had one song that I liked, I would get it. Yeah.
Huh. Was that time last week? Oh, are you okay?
That's how I laugh now.
Oh, that's
you like
great.
it?
I love it. By the way, you should do that. Do that. You should start doing that in other shows. Just to see what happens. You heard Scott's laugh has changed.
He's really changed. I love it.
Yeah. Oh, I'm on board.
We should start a band though. What would we be called? CBB All Stars is definitely there, based on Ringo's. What is Ringo's band? The All Star Band?
Yeah, I believe it's called Ringo's All Star.
All Star with 2 R's?
I assume so.
One would have to assume.
It's like him. It's Joe Walsh, his brother-in-law, Joe Walsh.
Howard Jones, I believe, was in it at some point. Yeah, I think.
No one ever is to blame Howard Jones?
Yeah, I believe so.
Oh, I used to love that song. That's like a song from high school dances or junior high school dances, maybe?
Yeah, for me, high school, yeah.
Yeah, and wowee, that song was just sad to me.
Do you remember the first song that you ever slow danced to?
I don't.
You don't? I do.
What?
Time After Time. Cyndi Lauper.
That's a good one.
Oh, such good memories.
That song continues to be heartbreaking to me.
It's a wonderful song, made even better every time I hear it. I think back to my junior high auditorium and that first dance and that I ever slow danced to, and I didn't know how to act.
Totally.
And so...
do you remember who you danced with?
I do, yes.
Yeah.
I don't want to say her name.
That's okay.
To protect the integrity of
was it a teacher?
Our relationship. Yes.
Was it a teacher?
Mr. Browningfield. he decided to let it all out at that dance and say, this is what I'm about.
And he chose you. That's exciting.
I do have to say, and I believe I may have talked about this on programs before, that we had a weird high school where teachers ended up in relationships with students. And there was one that's
teachers plural?
Yes, there's one that was in the news that was my junior high science teacher who then became a high school science teacher, and we didn't know why. And we found out it was because he got into a relationship with a junior high student and then followed her to the high school so he could keep an eye on her.
What?
Yeah. Really weird.
A junior high school student is like 12 or 13 years old, right?
Pretty bad. He's arrested, thank goodness.
Oh, okay. I was going to ask if they were still together.
Maybe. Who knows, though?
That is awful.
It's really bad.
Keep an eye.
It makes you think that if you have children, and I pray that you do, Jason.
So do I.
I want to see little ones of you
I
running
do, too.
around.
Listen.
The Bambinos.
I would love it. I would love it.
Let's have children on the exact same day.
By the way, nothing would make me happier than for us to have children at the same time so that they could be best friends.
Let's make sure that we have sex with our respective partners on the same night in the same room.
Let's call each other in the same room. I was going to say.
And then we'll not know which baby is ours.
Oh, wait. What are you suggesting?
And they'll come out and we'll be like, I don't know, I'll take this one.
Oh, so you're saying we both have sex with each of our respective significant others?
Just to make sure to up the chances.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just like...
Sure.
We'll each take a pop in each other.
Ew. Oh, that is gross.
It is gross, but wouldn't it be great to have kids on the exact same day?
I think it would be terrific. I just said that.
That is the dream, because someone is going through exactly what you're going through on the exact same day.
On a daily basis.
On a day, but we could call each other and go, oh my God.
Get ready.
Stopped crying at night today.
I just got a full night's sleep. I assume you did too.
Of course I did.
Yep.
They were born on the exact same day.
Because they're on the exact same schedule.
That would be so good. I guess we would have to.
I don't understand why more people don't just meet all the other parents that have kids born on the same day and make those people your friends.
Exactly.
Because you'd be going through the exact same stuff.
Would you do that locally, or would you do it globally, or
think globally, act locally?
Okay, that would be good. There's got to be, when you're in the hospital.
Yeah.
and your partner is about to have a baby, you must chum it up with some of the other people in the hospital, right?
I'm assuming hospital waiting rooms are chum city.
Chum
and
city.
I'm talking about like
sharks
like
to
bloody
chum.
meat, like bloody meat in the water.
Just like, who wants a baby? You want a baby? I want a baby.
We're gonna need a bigger boat. Listen, guys, what we need is I need to find the woman.
Yes. That's key for you. I have the woman.
You have the woman.
I'm just waiting on you, buddy.
So, and I appreciate your patience. I really do.
I've always said that's what me and Kulop are waiting for.
Yeah, you have. You've always said that in writing. When you write me your letters.
Yes, longhand, beautiful letters.
Oh, I'm telling
dearest
you,
Jason.
we have to publish those letters.
Oh, they're like the Groucho
Griffin
letters.
and Sabine letters. Oh, we're having fun.
We're having fun.
We're just pals, guys.
That would be great, though. I mean, can you imagine just taking our kids
Welcome to Just Pals Radio.
Just Pals, dripping milk. Can you imagine taking our kids to kindergarten on the very first day and then watching them go off into kindergarten and then turning to each other and crying and like sharing a hug and being like, buddy, only you know what I'm going through right now.
High-fiving each other. Because we taught them how to do that on the exact same day.
Imagine them going to junior high and meeting a teacher.
Oh, no. Oh boy, I don't like this part.
It really makes you, but that's where I was going. It really makes you think about why let your kid do anything?
Oh yeah, why
let him out of your sight?
It does make me understand, like conceptually, why we've got a generation of like pampered helicopter parents.
Yeah, well, the parents aren't pampered.
No, pampered kids.
I would love to pamper some parents out there, by the way. Welcome to Pampered Parents.
Hashtag diaper life.
Hashtag corn dog.
Pampers are a diaper. So we're living pampered parents.
Double meaning here.
Diaper life.
Like chum in the water.
We've got a lot of catchphrases in this episode vying for title.
Vying for t-shirts. Is that a shirt? By the way, is that a shirt? Shirt's available in the store right now.
Is that right?
Yes.
Shame on you.
Shame on you. Is that a shirt?
It is not. Is I want that pill a shirt?
Not yet. Oh, that's a good one. Got to write that down. I want that pill.
I want that pill.
Trying desperately to come up with shirts to fit our monthly t-shirt quota for.
Did you guys ever do It's Been a While?
I don't know. No, I guess we haven't. Or so those are good. Those are good. Good. We do have Calvin's Twins t-shirts in the store now.
What is that? I missed that one.
You don't know the Calvin's Twins? They were fascinating guests. This is the show where we talk to interesting people. By the way, coming up after the break, we'll be speaking to someone in the tourism industry.
Oh, great.
They are.
I'd love to take a trip.
Horse fight promoters. You'd love to take a trip. Where do you want to go?
I don't know.
Where have you been? What's the most exotic locale you've ever been?
That I've ever been
in which you've ever been.
Exotic. I went to Bora Bora once on a vacation.
No,
that was beautiful.
Where is that even?
It's like
the middle of the ocean or something.
It's like a tiny island in the middle of the ocean.
Great. And how was it?
Oh, very relaxing.
Did you sun your buns?
I sunned them buns.
Let me check out those buns. Let me see.
Check out these buns.
Wow.
I just had to take my diaper off and then
let's see some of those pampered parents.
Yeah.
I call your buns pampered parents, by the way.
Soft little tushy. Anyway, I went to Bora Bora, but I've traveled around, but
let's travel. Tell you what.
Where should we go? Where should we go?
We should travel the world, meaning 6 of the 7 continents.
Great.
We should travel the world, and we should have sex with our respective partners in hotel rooms around the world.
Okay.
Hoping for that seed to flower on the exact same day.
Why 6 of 7?
I don't want to go to Antarctica, probably.
I would.
You would, really?
Yep.
Like Metallica?
Wait, where have you not been?
I've never been to Africa. I have been to Asia, so I get... I've been to Central America, not South America.
Got it.
So I guess those are the 3 that I've never been in.
Okay.
What about you?
I think I'm similar, although I've never been to Australia.
Yeah. Gotta go to Australia, buddy.
Yeah.
We should just travel around the world together.
Let's do.
Speaking of procrastination,
let's tour our rock and roll band. Let's tour our rock and roll band all over the world.
All over the world. Playing to no one, playing to silence, hopefully. And then we'll stare at them.
I feel like if we were to try and mount a tour comedy bang podcast fans would come to see that just to be like,
this is
we got to see what this is.
We just got to check it out.
How dare
even
they?
For 5 minutes.
How dare they?
How are they even charging $5 for this?
I can't believe they encouraged us to bring things to throw at them.
We're going to mount a tour as we mount our respective partners. And then finally hope that happens.
Tour babies.
Tour babies.
Tour babies.
I would love to have a tour baby
I
with
would
you.
love to have a tour baby with you.
That is our band.
I'm
tour
being
babies.
honest. We should have children on the same day. I know this started as a bit.
I need you.
But I would like to now
really
say I would love to have children
because
at the same exact time.
A lot of our friends are having babies.
Sure,
and
or have had.
And they're having them a year before we ever will, 2 years before we ever will. And they're having these experiences and we're losing them all.
Yep.
We don't see them as often.
No.
And so it would be great to do it with someone right around the same time.
I think it would be amazing.
I need you to get on it, buddy.
I'm working on it. I'm working real hard.
Well, what are you doing? What are your steps?
Nothing. I'm procrastinating.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
See, I gotta not procrastinate. Listen.
Who procrastinates when it comes to sex? That's the fun thing.
No, it's not the sex. It's finding the person to have a baby with.
Who cares? Just have a baby with anyone.
Oh, that's okay. And now that's an interesting move.
Seriously.
Maybe just forego
the relationship
concept of a relationship.
Who cares? Have it with anyone.
You think I should? Okay, so that's interesting. So you think I should just start raw dogging ladies until I have a baby?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
With their permission, of course.
Consensual raw dogging.
Get down on one knee and say, "May I raw dog you?"
Yes.
With the express intent to have a child. And
maybe I should start asking ladies not just like, hey, are you still out? Are you up? What up? What's going on? I should be like, where are you at on your cycle?
Exactly.
Hey,
are you oven?
You want to get a drink? Where are you at in your cycle?
Have you peed on a stick that says if you're oven or not?
Can I take that basil temp, babe?
It's interesting that women are oven and they have babies in the oven.
Yeah. Oven in that oven, baby.
Yeah, baby.
I got that.
That's not bad. Oven in the oven.
Loving in that oven?
Hashtag Dipe Life. Hashtag Pampered Parents. Horn dog.
I don't know that we've gotten there yet.
Yep. I'm not sure. We'll swing back around to it at some point during the episode. All right. We need to take a break.
You need to take a break.
Yes, I do need to take a break. This has been too exciting for me.
I would just like to say I would keep going, but Scott's making us take a break.
Hey, man.
Hey, Nong, man.
You said that as if we've never said it before.
Hey,
as if you're the alien
Nong,
coming down to Earth.
Oh, what do you mean? I don't know what you mean.
Jason got
what do you mean?
very frightened right now.
What do you mean? I'm Jason.
You're Jeffrey.
I am. Oh, right.
Okay. We need to take a break. When we come back, we'll have someone from the tourism industry, and we'll talk about our desire to travel all of the 6 continents and perhaps even the 7th.
Places where it's legal to like raw dog people and get them pregnant.
Of course. Yeah. We'll be right back with more Comedy Bang Bang after this. Hey, I mentioned them before the show, but I'm glad they're back. They're back. Squarespace, one of our oldest and best sponsors. We're happy to have them. Let me ask you a question. Are you ready to start your new business? Everyone has a new business, right? You should. If you haven't started a business yet, what are you waiting for? Start your business. Maybe you're not doing it because you're like, I would need a website. Well, guess what? You can start your business and you can make your business stand out with Squarespace. What is Squarespace, you ask? Okay. If you're about to make a website, all you do is you hop onto Squarespace. They have beautiful templates created by world-class designers. All right? They do all the work for you. Squarespace makes it easy to turn your idea into a new and unique website. You want your website to pop, baby. You want people to be flipping through websites going, not that one, not that one, not that. What is this? Look at this website. Beautiful. It's almost as if this was done by a world-class designer. It was. I'll buy everything from them. I'll read every blog post. That's what you want in a website. Make it catch the eye. You can showcase your work. You can put up a blog. You can publish content. You can even, through Squarespace, sell products and services of all Richard Klein, Kevin Klein. You can sell anything. They have templates for that, where they have online stores. You can do it all through Squarespace with just a few clicks. You can customize anything from look and feel to settings and products using those beautiful templates created by the world-class designers. Not to mention, everything is optimized for mobile. So, if it's on your desktop, it'll do that. And then if it's on mobile, it'll just translate right there. And you don't have to do anything with that. That's just right out of the box. You can use Squarespace's analytics to help your business grow in real time with Bill Maher. And best of all, there is nothing to install, patch, or upgrade ever. So they take care of all of that. And if you do have a question, Squarespace is award-winning. They're winning a lot of awards at Squarespace. What is going on there? Wow. They have award-winning 24/7 customer support, and they are there to help. The future is coming. Make it brighter with Squarespace. Head to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you are ready to launch, use the offer code BANGBANG to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. That's squarespace.com, offer code BANGBANG. Comedy Bang Bang, we're back here with Jason Mantzoukas, and during the break we were talking about babies and whether they do shit or not, and we're talking about dogs. They certainly do, and we have to pick it up. And isn't that weird? If you were an alien coming down to Earth and you were looking at humans, you would be like, oh wow, these dogs have all the power. They're making humans pick up their own shit.
That's interesting. Yeah. Does that? But in every other way, I think you'd pretty quickly be like, I don't think these dogs.
It's a mixed message. You have to agree for the aliens.
You know what? We're given mixed messages. That is for sure. Yeah, and the aliens would have every right in couples counseling to bring it up and be like, I just don't know what you want.
They'd be like, I don't know who I'm supposed to come down and say, take me to your leader to. The dogs, the humans. What do I do?
I get it.
And they would just fly away.
By the way, I'd rather talk to those dogs right now than the leader.
Don't know what you're talking about. All right, let's get to our next guest.
I'm talking Tang, baby.
Dripping milk. Corn dog. Hashtag Dipe Life.
Living that hashtag Dipe Life.
Let's get to our next guest. This is, of course, the show where we talk to interesting people. And
thank God, too.
Thank God, too, because can you imagine listening to a podcast where there are no interesting people on it?
Can you imagine living in a world in which you didn't have access to interesting people's conversations?
Where it was just like, can you imagine going to work every day and just having the same old conversation, then listening to a show where those conversations are broadcast?
Here you are, doing your laundry, on the commute, whatever you're doing right now.
You're like a real Dumbo.
You're a real cheesehead. You're a real chump. Here you are.
You're a chum swallower.
Living that chump life, and you have access right now to someone very interesting. You're welcome.
You must be very excited right now that we have dispensed with all of our preamble, and we're finally getting to the interesting
people. Well, that's the thing is, and I think a lot of people, I wonder, how many people fast forward to the guest?
I wonder. That's
how
interesting.
Many people do
how
not
many people Mark Maron it up?
Yeah, do not
Comedy
listen
Bang
to
Bang?
this part.
More than I would like. More than I would like.
Just go straight to that guest.
He is in the tourism industry, which is a fascinating industry. Our friend Randy Travels is in there of Travel Agency, and so we'll see exactly.
So is this now? Answer this question, just
yes.
because I've heard like whisperings of this.
Sure.
Is this turning into a travel podcast?
It may be, yes. Why not?
I'm just wondering only because
you can only do 8.5 years of one thing.
Earwolf offices are talking, and they are worried that this is like. I heard Rick Steves is doing a show here now.
Let's get to him. Let us tarry no further. He is in the tourism industry. Please welcome Cameron McGonigal. Hello, Cameron.
That's right. Hello, lads. It's great to be here.
It is great to have you.
Thank you so much for having me on. That's right. I am in the tourist business. That's right.
Charming dialect do you have? Or accent? Is it a dialect or an accent?
Oh, it's a burr or a brogue.
Okay.
Or a dialect, or an accent, you can call it whatever you like. I'm from Scotland.
Oh, it's very authentic to Scotland.
Well, of course it is, because that's where I'm from.
He's Scottish, so how could it not be?
Of course.
Are you from?
Everyone's dialect is authentic to where they're from.
Are you Scottish, or are you just from Scotland?
Oh, no, I'm Scottish. I'm all the way full Scottish.
Okay, that's because right. I know, there are, Asian people who live everywhere in every country.
Oh, no, we don't have Asians in Scotland.
You don't?
No, we don't.
How weird.
No.
You sure
You
about
can't
that?
find one. I've never seen I've been there all my life. I've never seen one. They wasn't there as part of a tourist trip or something like that. And then at the end of the trip, it's like, all right, well, very, very nice. Thank you so much. I'm back to Asia. And all that.
Off you go.
Off you go. Now that's nice.
One Scottish person ushers them onto the plane.
That's right. Well, we've got a guy whose job that is at the airport to just sort of say,
Asian
thank
wrangler.
you very much. And that's, that's it. You got to go. And it's been nice to have you here and all that. I mean, it's not rude, but it's you do have to go.
Yeah,
sure. They do have to go.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's like, it's a lot of Scots in Scotland.
Has that been the same person for years?
Oh, that guy's been doing it for years. Nobody can be polite and firm to the Asians like this guy can. Nobody can. And then, if he goes on vacation, they've got somebody else to do it, and it's not as good.
Really?
That's
so
right.
How much vacation does he get a year?
That guy... He gets like a standard, like a month in summertime.
Oh, wow.
Or he gets a month in summertime. Sure it is.
So for somebody...
That's like approaching August lint levels.
Oh, I don't know how that is.
So for you, as someone who works in tourism, for like people that have a month and a half vacation, that's got to be...
That's like shooting fish in a barrel for you.
That's got to be great for you.
Oh, it's great. Of course it is. I mean, the entire month of August, like all of Edinburgh is just packed with tourists. It is.
Really?
And you don't get them a lot. I mean, you get a little bit in like June and what's the other one? What's that one that comes between June and August? I don't know if you have it here. But we've got
July.
a month.
We do have
We've got that month as well. And it comes right between June and August.
Sure.
And you get some tourists. I think it does. I mean, it did this year. And anyway, you do get some tourists and that.
I don't think it's like Thanksgiving that falls on a different day each year.
I don't know what that is.
You don't know what Thanksgiving is?
I don't know what that is.
Right. It is. That's an American holiday.
It's an American holiday. Still, he's a human being. I would know things.
Do you know traditional
other
Scottish holidays?
That's right.
I guess I don't. What are some holidays?
Robbie Burns Day. Do you know Robbie Burns Day? Do you have that one? That's
you just call it Happy Burns Day?
Robbie Burns Day. When a body meets a body coming through the rye. Robbie Burns. Do you not know that one?
No.
Is that a federal holiday?
It's a bank holiday, is right. You can't do any banking on that day. You show up at the bank, they say, go home. It's Robbie Burns Day.
So
Away with you.
They're working at the bank and they tell you to go
The
home?
entire bank staff is at the bank.
Oh, so they don't have the day off.
No, they don't. No, you don't give them the day because somebody's got to tell people to go home.
Oh.
And so they stand at the door.
Just like the guy who's telling
Are
all
they
the
polite
Asians to
and
get on the
firm?
plane.
No, they're not polite at all because to show up at the bank on Robbie Burns Day is an insult to the national poet, and you've got to be firm. You've got to say, "Go home, away with you." It's Robbie Burns Day.
No,
There's
it's
no
not.
banking.
It's interesting. It's not Robert Burns Day.
Oh, well, some people might call it that.
It's
Robert
Robbie Burns Day,
Well,
which is a little bit diminutive to him.
to Robbie.
Emasculating.
Oh, I think he'd liked it.
Really?
Oh, that's
You
right.
think he liked to be called a nasty little boy or something?
Well, maybe once
that
in a
come
while
through in his
on a
poetry?
Friday night. Oh, I think a lot of his poems are very randy. I think they are. Yeah, there's a little bit.
Should have called him Randy Burns.
Well, yeah.
Randy Robbie Burns.
You might have. But no, Robbie Burns was a great poet and he's wrote a lot of great poems, and a lot of them, if you read the subtext, they're all about
Have you memorized
sex.
any of those poems?
I will say, and you don't know the show, I'm assuming, but
It
we
is
do
the
have
show where we
quite
talk
a
to interesting
few.
people.
We
We've
do have
had
quite a
poets
few
on.
poets on.
Is this a poetry
Yeah, we
podcast?
had
I
an-
wish I'd known.
we
there
had
was
an
a
Irish-
travel/poetry.
We had an
a travel
Irish
and a poet.
poet on once.
Did you?
Yeah.
What do you think of the Irish?
I don't like the Irish at all.
Interesting.
I mean, once again, they're welcome to come over in the high tourist season, of course. Have a look around, and then it's time to go.
Just
At
to
the end
look
of
around.
Just have a look around, maybe buy some, a tartan bonnet or something like that, and then it's time to get back on the fucking bus or wherever it is. Yeah, get back to Ireland. That's all. I mean, not to be rude.
It sounds a lot like you, as someone who works in tourism, are very excited to get rid of people.
Well, I mean, you can overstay your welcome. Everyone
That's
knows
true.
that.
Yeah.
For sure.
Right? I mean, you're welcome for a little while.
Visitors like fish.
Visitors like fit. That's exactly right.
I'm just saying that visitors
Robbie
like
Burns said
fish.
that.
The
That was
band.
Robbie Burns said
Visitors
that.
like the band Fish.
Yes, exactly.
Visitors, I don't know if you're joking, but visitors do like
Oh,
fish.
every
It's
time I
true.
have visitors, they're like, "Will you please put on pictures of nectar?"
Oh, but I'm talking about the animal. Like, do you know the animal fish? I don't know if you have it here, but in our waters,
We
there
have-
are.
Yeah, they swim
there are
around.
That's right. You got
They
them here.
shit in the water.
Oh well, that's true. I suppose they do. That's true.
Yeah, they're like
The fish, they do shit in the
hamburgers
water.
in the future.
What's that now?
Don't worry about it.
Hamburgers in the future. You
think-
think hamburgers in the future are going to shit?
Yeah,
I think they are future burgers. We call them.
Yeah, are gonna all food. You seem particularly interested in hamburgers, but I think we talked about it vis-a-vis all food.
The picture
will
in
be
my
able to
mind,
shit and come.
The picture in my mind
Right.
of like the bun kind of squeezing and contracting as
Right.
it shits out the back.
Sure, but you could say the same about like if you were to like hold a carrot, and squeeze it in the middle.
Not as funny.
Like it's
Could you make a carrot take a shit?
because like
Also, I think a carrot is coming. It's not shitting. You know what I mean? Like a
well,
carrot
the
would
cum
have,
would come out of the top.
Yeah, I guess. I
you-
feel like the shit
you
would have to come
squeeze-
out the green. I'm
Here's
sorry,
the thing, you
Cameron. I'm
squeeze-
sorry about this,
You
but we have to
squeeze
settle
it to
this.
all
shit.
right.
You stroke it to make it come. It's a carrot.
All right, I
obviously.
apologize about
They
it.
grow in a hole in the ground, don't they?
They do.
Yeah.
That's right.
They really do.
And then
yeah.
once you pull out the carrot, I mean, it's just the right size for a human penis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just throwing that out there.
Yeah.
Just a
So
thing
you're
to do.
saying there's a human penis-sized hole in the ground?
Once you pull the carrot out,
Sure. Which, yeah.
That's all.
Why do
we
you-
have also had someone on the show.
About
Have you?
holes in the
Yes.
ground.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
sex
Oh, you've
with
covered a
whole
lot of these topics already.
we
That's
have. It's
Yeah.
interesting.
Do you have anything new to tell us, Cameron?
Not that I'm aware of. No.
You work in the tour. Do you
That's
work
right.
for a specific company or
No,
for
I
yourself?
don't. No, yes, and I'm here to promote myself because I don't belong to a giant like tourist company or anything like that. I am an independent businessman. I've got my own
Small
company.
business.
A small business. That's right.
How many employees do you have?
Well, it varies, but it's like I'm the only one that's always there, and then I've got every once in a while some people that help me out and whatnot.
Sure.
What I do is I'll give ghost tours of Edinburgh.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's right.
That's fun. That can
It's a
be a
lot
lot
of
of
fun.
fun.
Oh,
We
sure.
have those here in the States as well.
Have you got ghost tours here?
We do,
I
yeah.
didn't know you had them.
People, you go to places that are considered to be haunted,
Right.
That have spooky ghost stories, and sometimes
That's right.
the tour people tell stories about the beheadings and the
Oh,
lights
that's right. That's
happened.
brilliant. That's what we do as well.
Yeah.
yeah. But our ghost tour is not. It's not places that are like. What did you say? Supposed to be haunted. These places are haunted. I'm telling you, there's ghosts. There's ghosts all over the
Right.
city of Edinburgh. It's an old city.
It's fun, yeah, exactly.
No, I
So
mean, I'm
it's
telling
fun.
you that it's ghosts, and there's people because people have been living there for a long time, since like Roman times, and so there's a lot of people have lived there, and a lot of people have died there, and all of them have turned into ghosts. It's nothing but ghosts.
Okay, that's not specific.
All of them have turned into ghosts.
That's right. Every single person who's ever
Now,
died in the city
that
of
might
Edinburgh,
be specific to Scotland.
that's a ghost.
That would be an overwhelming amount of ghosts, I would think.
It's
Yeah.
ridiculous. I mean, it's frankly, it's ridiculous.
Because what percentage of people turn into ghosts in other countries? Like in the United
I think a
States,
very small percent.
You think it's like 1%?
1 to 3%, I would say.
And why do you think it is? It's because they have unfinished business. That's what a lot.
I
of
would
people think
assume.
about
Do you think
ghosts.
that's the case, that everybody
Right.
in Scotland has unfinished business?
I think that's probably right. Yeah.
Yeah.
because it's hard to get things done in Scotland. You know, the weather is always changing.
Sure,
It's
and there's
you
like
know,
a month and a half of vacation.
That's right. I would have done it if the sun was out and then it started to rain. I couldn't get
Right.
it done. And
So you
whatnot.
think a lot of ghosts are hanging around for sunny days to get stuff done that they weren't able to get done
I think
in
that's
life?
about right. You know, you need to fix the shutters and you need to get up there and rethatch the roof and whatnot.
So
just
you
didn't
think
get to it
a
in
lot
life.
of ghosts are doing manual labor around the house?
There's a lot of little projects and whatnot.
Do you ever wake up and walk out to your house and go, "Oh my God, someone fixed the shutters in the night"?
Yeah, well, that's what they do. And what it would be then is a former resident of your home who had died,
Right.
right?
Uh-huh.
And is now a ghost and has got sort of this like to-do list
Yep.
of things they've got to get to.
Are they can they do it themselves? Can they perform the task themselves, or are they trying to influence humans to do
well,
it?
see, you're asking the really good questions, Eddie, because that's what they've got to do. They've got.
That's what we do on the show when we talk to interesting people. We try to think of interesting questions.
Oh, that's a great one. Not because that's
Interesting people talking to interested people
Talking to
interesting
this is
people.
good.
You
Interesting
guys
people
are
talking to-
interested, and I'm interesting.
Yes.
but
Correct.
listen to this. I'm also interested. Isn't that something?
Whoa.
Wow, right?
And are
But
we interesting? Do you
no,
think?
no.
Oh, okay.
No, that's what's interesting.
That's I think
Is that
why
you're not.
I think that's why people probably fast forward the first section.
Probably right.
So
yeah.
so answer the question.
I will. So a ghost can certainly pick up a ghost hammer.
What is a
That's
ghost
no
hammer?
problem.
What do
A
you mean
ghost
by that?
hammer is like it's a ghostly hammer. You know, if a ghost wanted to fix a ghost house or something like that, or if he wanted to hit another ghost, let's say, God forbid.
So wait, ghost house. Do ghosts have houses of their own that are ethereal constructions?
Right, they do.
Oh, okay. They do. And we can't see them.
If a ghost
Right.
is, let me just very quickly. If I was to be living in Scotland and in my house,
Which you can't do. I mean, you're welcome to visit.
But you gotta get on the
you've
fucking
got-
bus
You've got to
and
get back
do
on
it.
the fucking
for
bus.
the
and
sake
go.
of argument, let's say
Yeah.
I'm Scottish.
All right.
And I live in Scotland, in Edinburgh, in my own home. My home is haunted
Your
by a
home-
ghost.
yeah.
Now, that ghost, when the workday is done haunting, my house goes to his own house? A ghost house?
And is that basically on the same edifice as the real house? Can you, if you were able to see ghostly forms, would you see the outline of a ghost house on top of a real house?
The answer is sometimes and sometimes.
Okay. Interesting.
Sometimes
it's not one-to-one.
It's not one. Sometimes you got a ghost who haunts your house for a job. I mean, that's his job.
Oh,
basically, he punches in, he punches out. Right? Usually,
they have ghost clocks.
Of course they do. They do. Yeah, they've got ghost time clocks.
How is he being paid?
Well,
is it an hourly wage?
This is very, and I hear
probably
this,
Bitcoin.
It's controversial because they know
probably Boo Coin.
I mean, they're paid in ghost money, which I can't spend on things in the real world.
It's like Disney dollars.
It's a bit.
It's like funny money at the strip club.
I don't know what that
Funny
is.
money.
Funny money at the strip club.
Yeah.
What is funny money at the strip club?
It's like at like a strip club. They'll give you.
They'll give you fake dollars or something,
fake
and you
money.
pay for them.
Yes.
I don't like it when things are funny at the strip club. I'm not there
Yeah.
to fucking laugh. But anyway,
Well, you got really dark there for a second.
don't go to the fucking. Sometimes they'll say, as a comedian up at the strip club, they'll try that sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm not
Your
here to
brow is
fucking
just
laugh.
furrowed, and you are.
Is it bleeding? Sometimes my brow, I'll get, you know what I
Got
mean?
so angry.
I'll furrow it so much that
Yeah.
it'll bleed.
Yeah, that pimple
Yeah.
right in the middle pops.
Sorry, guys. I don't want
That's
to do
okay,
that.
that's
It's-
okay.
I know it doesn't
Why do you
look
have a
great.
pimple right in the
Really,
in between your eyebrows?
Just
Well,
touched on something right there.
I've been to the dermatologist. He says it's a perma pimple. Do you know those?
Pimple.
It's a perma pimple. It's not going anywhere. It's been there 18 years already.
So
Holy
you just
cow.
take a look and go, that baby's not going
He says
anywhere.
it's not going anywhere. He says we could take out the whole forehead and graft on. But
a
it's
new forehead. Wow.
Forget it. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yep.
So some ghosts will haunt your house for a little while and then go back to their own house. But a lot of the time, you've got a ghost whose house is in your house.
And the bed is like right
or it's
there
like
on your
20% of it is in your
Yeah.
house or something like that.
bed. Yeah. A lot of crossover.
Right. So it happens
But that
different
doesn't
ways,
count in
different
the
times.
square footage of your house. You can't count the square footage of the ghost house as well.
Or vice versa.
Well, it certainly does amongst sort of like the ghost assayer.
The ghost community.
Sure.
Ghost
yes,
assayer
yes.
will look at
Yeah.
it. Is it? Yeah.
So in your business,
Right.
you are promoting people coming in and going to places where these ghosts live.
Are you
work?
going to the ghost houses, or are you
What I
going to the...
do is, I mean, it's obviously true that there's ghosts everywhere. And for the first, like, for a while, when I did the tour, I said to people, like, you don't need to go to specific places because there's ghosts everywhere around us. And a lot of people say, well, I feel ripped off, you know.
So you would take their money
Right.
and then
then
admonish them that they don't need to go anywhere.
But it wasn't like it money, but I take their money, of course. You take the first thing you do at the
Yeah.
ghost tour, we all meet right at sunset at the wee statue.
Sunset.
Right at
Okay,
sunset
okay.
at the wee statue of the Greyfriars Bobby there.
Okay.
You know the story of the Greyfriars Bobby.
I
The
don't.
wee-
I know.
I don't.
Could
Oh,
you
it's a
take-
sunsy wee bit dog, the Greyfriars Bobby.
Let's hear it.
They made a movie about him, Walt Disney did, but none of that is fucking true at all. It's
Which
a bunch of
movie did
fucking
they
lies.
make? What was that, Wreck-It
Greyfriars
Ralph?
Bobby. No, it wasn't Wreck-It Ralph. It was a film called Greyfriars Bobby. All about
was Wreck-It Ralph about?
Wreck-It Ralph was about a video game guy who's going around from game to game, right?
Oh, cool.
And he's he's falling in love or he's getting the back of a bad guy, going from game to game and wrecks things or something.
Right. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I always wondered about
That's
that. Thank
cool.
you.
But that's not like an area of my expertise.
Sure.
Have you ever played video
I've
games?
never played video games.
Not a single one?
I haven't got time. No, I haven't got time.
That's fine. That's understandable. You seem like someone who might be. How old are you?
Well, that's a good question. I'm 38.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
38.
So you're of that generation, but maybe it just didn't connect with you.
Yeah, no, we didn't
Video
have a lot of
games.
money.
I had a question that I hope you don't mind me kind of sidetracking us a little bit.
Not at
What's the movie Zootopia about?
Oh yeah.
Well, again, I do want to tell
I've
you,
seen the
this is
cover.
not my area of expertise.
But you
like
do
the
know.
films and well, I'm somewhat familiar with it. I mean, I've seen the posters and I did see, I think, like...
You've never seen the film?
I've not
You've just
seen the
posters?
film. Neither of us seen
I've
Wreck-It
seen-
Ralph. I haven't seen them.
I've seen posters as well. and
Okay,
I can
yes.
only suppose. What
I've
it would
seen
be.
it on
seen
my
the
Apple
trailer.
TV, and I wonder, like, oh, should I get this or not? But I wish I knew
I don't
what it
think
was
the
about.
poster does a good job communicating what the actual movies are.
Well, it's
So what do you think Zootopia
it's
is
about
about?
animals, right?
Certainly.
And they live like in a city that's
Yep.
like a zoo, right?
Sure, but what's it about?
And well, one of them
That's
is a
the world.
rabbit.
That's world building.
Right.
What's the actual plot?
I think it's just about like, can these animals like get along? and adventures and
So all the set pieces are just putting animals together and seeing if they eat each other.
well, look, I think one of them is going from video game to video game, trying to fall in love and trying to get like a bad guy.
Maybe.
All right.
So
sorry.
you didn't have a lot
So
of
you
money.
would take people's money and you would say, "Here are the ghosts."
The first thing we do, we meet at the statue of the Greyfriars Bobby, Bobby.
I don't think that's a Disney movie.
Well, it is a Disney movie. Oh yeah, everybody in Scotland knows this
Was
movie.
that like the Apple Dumpling Gang?
Is
that what I'm
sort
thinking
of
of?
around that era?
What was that about?
The Apple Dumpling Gang was Tim Conway and Harvey Korman.
Well, sure,
and
they're on the poster. We all know that.
they're going from video game to video
Okay,
game, looking for apple dumplings. So Greyfriars Bobby, there was an officer of the law who was he had a wee bit dog, right? A wee little dog.
Does that mean a
named
small
Bobby.
dog?
That's right.
Okay.
And he died. The officer died, and they buried him in the kirkyard, Greyfriars Kirkyard.
Okay.
And the wee doggy stayed by his side the whole time.
By the grave?
By the graveside. He would not leave the side of his master. He laid on the grave every night. And one night, he dug him up, and he scratched his way through the lid of the coffin, and he fucking ate this cop. He ate him up, and he took his bones,
like
and
Mary
just
Provost.
running around with his bones. What?
Like Mary Provost.
I don't know that.
Oh, it's a song by Nick Lowe about a movie star who dies and the dog eats her.
Is that right?
Yeah.
But this is
and they travel around from video game to video game
in that song.
looking for other movie stars to eat.
That's a good song.
They finally get to George Clooney.
Right. Oh, well,
They're
that's
like
what it
too
ends
handsome.
up. That's what it ends up, right?
That's dessert.
So the dog eats
and ran around with the bones, and then it got to be a habit, and he started doing it all over the kirkyard, digging up bodies and eating their bones and running all around until somebody shot him in the street, and the whole town cheered, and they put him on a pike at the castle. That's the true story.
How is that a ghost story?
Well, because to this day, people,
this voice. Did you guys see his voice change?
Yeah, he sort of lowered it.
Ooh, I'm in.
Oh,
I just got chills.
this is what we do on the tour to this day.
Do you train your employees to do this? You say lower your voice.
I'm the one that does the tour, and I do all the talking. If I've got other helpers, they're doing other parts of it, but I
just
do
like
this part.
shushing people off to the bus station and
Stuff like that.
Or
right.
wait, do you have people like doing like characters or like?
There's a bit of that, right? There's a bit of that. I don't want to give away all the secrets of the
Course
tour,
not.
but I'll tell you something
Course
we do. But anyway, to this day,
Oh my God.
people.
Every time he says it,
That's
it's just like
sends a
chills.
shiver down your spine. And imagine now I'm saying it in a kirkyard.
Oh, God.
Right? Can you imagine? Gravestones all around us.
this is
Right?
grisly.
That's right. To this day.
I'm scared.
Yeah, you ought to be scared. The people say that they hear the howling and the barking of the dog and the crunching of the bones as they walk around Greyfriars Kirkyard at night.
Wow.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
scary, isn't it? That's a scary story.
And then, do you have someone who, like, a little bit far away, does a little howl or
That's
something?
exactly what I do. I've got a guy who then he's like, he's hiding behind a crypt and he starts going, and then
Like the panting.
That's right.
Yeah,
People
that's-
There's
get
nothing
scared.
scarier than
Authentic
the
to a
panting
dog,
of a
yeah.
dog.
Well, what's he panting for?
That's
Right?
true, because he's out of breath
Aye.
and he can't chase you any longer.
That's right, and they don't
That's not that
sweat.
scary.
Dogs don't have sweat glands.
so they
That's-
have to pant.
That's how they perspire.
Yes.
Is the pant.
A lot of times we think a dog
terrifying
is
than that?
smiling at us.
No,
They're just hot.
They're not smiling.
No,
they're
they're hot.
desperate. They're so hot. And what's scarier than that, really?
A hot dog.
You know what I'll say?
What's up, hot dog?
Sweat glands. It's terrible.
You know what?
Do you know our friend Hot Dog?
Hot dog? No, I don't know him.
Why would he?
It's a guy by the name of Hot Dog.
His name's Hot Dog. He skis around.
That's his
Water
name.
Skis. Water skis.
I don't know anybody by that name.
Yeah. I will say this because this story, though legitimately terrifying,
It's terrifying.
touches for me upon something we were talking about earlier in the show, which is dogs. I mean, the story is about the loyalty of this dog, and the dog
right.
loves its master,
That's
and
right.
blah blah blah. But like there is no malice at the end of the story because the dog is so sweet and full of love. I feel like a scarier story would be about a cat.
Yeah, and
You know,
an
like-
alien who tries to eat the cat.
Yeah, and the
We're pitching Alf again.
We're trying to
Shit.
repitch Alf.
God damn it!
Well, I'm always looking for new scary stories. So if you've got one,
Watch all episodes of Alf, especially the guy who plays the dad.
Yeah.
And read a little bit about him on Wikipedia.
Oh, right.
Really?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
we need to
That's
take
ringing a bit of a bell.
we need to take a break. Cameron, can you stick around? We want to get a little more into your business when we come back.
want
Is
to
that
get
okay?
into your business.
Get into my business.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
Your
that's
personal
fine.
life.
All right. Yeah, sure. That's no problem.
When we come back, Cameron McGonigal will still be with us. Jason Mantzoukas will be right back with more Comedy Bang Bang after this.
A Dive Life.
There's a lot of businesses out there. Let's face it. They're like, buy the book, buy the numbers. You give us this money. We give you this thing. It's boring. It's just boring, isn't it? I want my business that I choose to give my money to. I want it to have, well, let's face it, a rebellious spirit, right? But what business out there has one of those? Well, I found one. That's right. Listeners of this show will be very excited that I talk about this every week. I want a business with a rebellious spirit. Well, I finally found one because Warby Parker was founded with a rebellious spirit. And not only that, but they were founded with a lofty goal. Now, when they started Warby Parker, they were like, well, what do we want to do? Do we want to make bricks? No. Someone came in and they said, look, we have a great name, Warby Parker, but what if we created boutique quality eyewear at a revolutionary price point? And then it clicked with everyone. They said, yes, get these bricks out of here that we've been making for the past 2 years. We want to do this. A new concept in eyewear, Warby Parker. It's amazing. I'm wearing Warby Parkers right now, as a matter of fact. Glasses start at $95, and that's including prescription lenses. Let me take you through what happens with Warby Parker. All right. So you get sent a bunch of pairs of glasses. Now, you have no idea what glasses look good on your face. Trust me, I didn't know. I saw one, I was like, oh, I love these. I put them on, everyone's like, nah. Get them off your dang face. The ones I thought were like, maybe those looked perfect on me. I do look perfect. These glasses are amazing. You pick the one that you like and that all of your friends say, yeah, that's the one. You get your prescription filled with those, and that's the one you keep. All right, sunglasses, they also start at $95, including premium polarized lenses, which are scratch-resistant and provide 100% UV protection. They're also available with prescription starting at $175 and available through that home try-on program. Warby Parker, what they believe is that glasses should be viewed as a fashion accessory. And that's the way they pronounce it. They're weird. Accessory. I don't know. I've told them it's accessory, but they don't listen to me. But it should be a fashion accessory, just like a bag, a shoe, a necktie, a hat. Warby Parker makes it easy and affordable to accessorize with glasses. And get this, for every pair of glasses that they sell, Warby Parker is going to distribute a pair of glasses to someone in need. Now, maybe that should be you. Like, if I were you, I would say, let someone else buy the glasses. I need glasses. Hey, Warby Parker, send one to me. I don't think that's the way it works, though. I think you have to buy them. But isn't that the way of the world? It's amazing. Warby Parker makes buying glasses online easy and risk-free. You order 5 pairs. They ship them directly to your door. You can try them on in the comfort of your own home and get feedback from friends, family, colleagues, the mailman, whoever has an opinion about your face. You can try the frames on for 5 days before you send them back using a free prepaid return shipping label with no obligation to purchase any of them, honestly. It's 100% free, and it is so easy that a dog or a cat could do this. If they spoke English, were able to not chase the mailman away, and had opposable thumbs. It's that easy. It is really that easy. I have 2 pairs of Warby Parkers, as a matter of fact. I got one, and I was so impressed, I went and got another one. Head to warbyparker.com/bangbang. You can see my current favorite frames and get started with your free home try-on today. Choose the 5 frames you want to try on, mail the frames back, Choose your favorite pair or pairs to have your prescription added to, and then just order. Warby Parker makes your experience completely risk-free and free shipping all around. Visit warbyparker.com/bangbang to begin your free home try-on experience today. And after you head to warbyparker.com/bangbang and place your home try-on order, make sure to download the Warby Parker app from the iTunes App Store. They built this awesome home try-on companion feature, which allows you to quickly take photos wearing all the frames, stitch it into a video, share it with friends and family, and they will help you pick a Werner Herzog. All right. warbyparker.com/bangbang. We spend every minute of every day doing charity work and giving back to our communities. That's what we like to do, right? But what if in those precious few hours that you're asleep and unable physically to perform your charity work, what if you could still give back during those hours? Intriguing notion, is it not? But I guess it's not possible. I don't even know why I started the wait a minute. This just in. Lisa allows you to give back while you sleep. Oh my gosh. Wow. What is Lisa, you ask? I'm glad you asked, because Lisa is an innovative direct-to-consumer online mattress brand that is also socially conscious. They are driven by the mission to provide a better place to sleep for everybody. What a slogan. Oh my God, Lisa, you've done it. Amazing. A better place to sleep for everybody. And for every 10 mattresses Lisa sells, they donate one to a shelter through their 110 program. That's the thing. You know, you could be sleeping on your mattress and sleep on it for 10 days. You've already given a mattress away to someone for one night. Is that how it works? I have no idea. But Lisa is also planting a tree. They're a tree business. Mattresses aren't even made of trees, and they're out there planting trees. Lisa, you crazy for this one. They plant a tree for every mattress sold, and they donate 1% of each employee's time to volunteer for local causes. Lisa, you're doing it. But best of all, Lisa's patented universal adaptive feel is designed for all types of sleepers, light, heavy, in between, and features 3 premium foam layers, including 2-inch Avena foam top layer and cooling for breathability, 2-inch memory foam middle layer for body contouring and pressure relief, and 6-inch dense core support foam for durability and structure for sleepers of all sizes. By the way, Lisa, available online in the U.S., UK, Canada, and Germany, or at the Lisa Dream Gallery in NYC. This 100% American-made mattress ships compressed in a box to your door so you can save a trip to the store. It is no wonder it is a Forbes top 20 startup to watch. You know what? I have a Lisa. I say goodnight, and I wake up in the morning. And that's what a good mattress should do. And that's my personal testimonial. Try a Lisa mattress in your own home for 100 nights, risk-free with free shipping always, and get $100 off when you go to leesa.com. That's lisa.com/bangbang. That's leesa.com/bangbang. Comedy Bang Bang, we're back here. Jason Mantzoukas, of course, in the co-pilot seat, in the corn dog seat, and we also have
thrilled to be here.
I'm having a lot of fun, having a great time. We also have Cameron McGonigal.
That's right.
Scotland is here with us.
From Edinburgh specifically. Don't want anyone to get the idea I'm from the Healands. I'm not one of them.
Sorry. And he's telling us about what is the name of your business, by the way?
It's called Cameron McGonigal's Ghost Tours That Are Scary.
Ghost Tours That Are Scary.
That's right.
That says it all. It says who owns it.
That's
right. It says what it is.
My name's
and
right
says
there in it.
The effect that it will have upon you.
Because a lot of ghost tours, they don't scare you very much.
Yep. Right.
This one is real scary.
Well, it answers the question that I suspect everybody immediately has upon being pitched. Do you want to go on a ghost tour? Is it scary?
Is it scary?
And then they can decide one way or the other.
Yes.
Oh, I don't want to be scared today.
That's right.
I feel like a lot people. The popularity of horror movies right now tells us people are enjoying being scared.
People love it. Did you see Get Out?
Be scared.
So you've talked about the one thing that happens is you have a person imitating a dog briefly.
That's right.
Right there in by the. Is it a statue or is it a?
He's hiding behind the crypt, and
right.
yeah, we're in the courtyard.
You're in the courtyard. Yeah,
that's right.
Is there a statue of a dog there though?
There's a statue of Greyfriars Bobby, but it's outside the gates of the courtyard. So we meet there, and then we walk just across the street into the courtyard, and we tour around and we talk about some of the people that's buried there.
In that walk,
that's right.
In that walk from the statue to the courtyard, you must encounter many other ghosts. Can you see ghosts?
No, I can't see them, but I know they're there.
You do.
There's thousands of them, thousands and thousands of ghosts all around us, just on that short walk. No, it's just logic tells you they're there.
I see.
But so I'm talking about, like, I'm telling the people on the walk, we're surrounded by thousands and thousands of ghosts right now, and you can just see.
And these ghosts, if it's a sunny day, are like doing a lot of like upkeep and work and like cleaning up.
Yeah, those are the scariest times.
They're very, very busy.
Construction
not
jobs.
just that, they're doing a little bit of upkeep on their ghost houses. But as we were saying before,
they're trying to convince humans.
They're trying to convince humans, whisper in your ear, leave a clue here and there, you know. And some ghosts have the power to push humans.
Oh, wow.
To like give them a physical push.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
So like they'll push them towards a human hammer?
Right. They'll push them towards a human hammer, and then they'll push them toward the broken shutter or the thatch roof or whatnot.
Is it like... would you say that the entirety of the construction industry in Scotland is being controlled by ghosts, the silent hand of ghosts?
I would say it's roughly about 90% is the silent hand of ghosts. Wow. Because, and part of it is, who better than a ghost to tell you what needs fixing in your house?
That's a good point.
They can walk into your walls.
Yep.
They can easily levitate up and have a look at the roof.
They can take a look at any wiring problems.
Any wiring. They know all about the wires and all about the plumbing.
You would, I suspect, here's the business for you.
All right.
Cameron.
Yeah. I don't know if you're interested in a side job.
Here's a side job because you already have some sort of communication, or I guess maybe you don't, but some sort of connection with ghosts.
I have an understanding.
If you could have like a
ghost.
What?
You can understand?
I have an understanding of who they are and what they do.
Well, then if
and I know that when I talk, they can hear me.
You should start a construction company. You should become a contractor where you have a ghost person who goes around and tells you everything that's wrong in real houses.
Idea.
Then you go to them and you say,
gives you a little push towards whatever the issues are.
Then you say, here's what's wrong with your house. My ghost foreman told me so.
Right.
You know,
that's a great idea.
And then you're just making crazy money in construction.
Because I'm always looking for other jobs, like not during the tourist season when it's not the high season for tourism.
Sure.
Right, July. And so that's a great idea, and I'd call it Cameron McGonagall's ghost repairs.
That will scare you?
That will scare you.
Yeah.
Ghost repairs.
Because part of your thing can be like telling a scary story about what's wrong with their house.
We're going to get the job done.
Get the job done. But it's very scary.
Yeah.
Because it's a ghost that told me you need this done.
And also what's very scary about it is that you have a leak in your roof.
And you could lower your voice exactly like that.
To this very day.
Yes.
Your roof is leaking into your upstairs bathroom.
And it
creating a mold.
Black
That's
mold.
right.
Yes.
A black mold in between the ceiling beams.
Yes.
Right. It's terrifying.
This is a huge business opportunity.
But, I mean, it's a bit difficult because the ghosts, as far as I know, can only really communicate with you by pushing you around. So I'd be just getting pushed around all the time and trying to interpret.
So you couldn't...
There are no ghost notes.
Yeah, their to-do lists are only for them. That you couldn't find and read a ghost.
Every once in a while in a movie, you'll hear like a ghost whispering or going.
Yeah, or like on an audio tape, like the audio tape in a movie will catch the ghost.
Is that true to life?
Well, sometimes a breeze, a particular sort of a breeze, might be a ghostly breeze. But then now you're in the business of trying to interpret
what
a breeze might mean.
Yeah, you're just pitching us weathermen.
Right. Well, is that
what you think that's what weathermen are trying to do? Is talk to the ghosts that control the weather?
Could be. I don't know.
That's
right, meteorologists.
Well, Cameron,
that's what we've reduced you to.
Cameron, I want to get to your tour. What else happens on these tours? Because you start there at the statue of the Bobby.
That's right.
And then are there other scary things that happen?
So many scary things. Well, look, it depends on what kind of a moon we've got. If we've got a full moon and it's bright outside, it's a little bit different because people can see well. But on a night when people can't see anything, then the guy that does the dog, he'll come out of the crypt and he'll get down on his hands and knees and he'll bite a few people on the ankles.
Oh, wow.
That's right.
Is he dressed as a dog?
He's just covered all in black. I've got him covered. It just head to toe in black.
Theater, like he's a theater stage.
That's right. You can't see him at all. And he sneaks up and he bites. And I mean, he really bites.
Yeah.
You know, this is a friend of mine named Stuart. And he just comes up and he just gets right in your ankles. And he's got sharp teeth. He sharpens his teeth.
Really?
That's right.
Wow.
Yeah. It's
what?
With like a nail file, he sharpens his teeth.
Okay.
To be more like a dog. Because, you know, a dog's teeth are sharper than ours.
Quite sharp.
Quite sharp.
Great fact.
That's right. So he'll come up and he'll bite a few people on the ankles.
Is that the case in Milo and Otis?
Milo and Otis.
The Disney movie?
Their teeth are sharper than people's.
Yeah, is that how you got that fact?
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, but I mean, from the poster, I can kind of tell.
The only film that I've seen
You've only seen one film?
has been Greyfriars Bobby.
Oh, okay.
Because it's connected, obviously.
Right.
You've not seen any other Scottish set movies.
What happened was they had a screening of that film, and I saw it, and everybody there was so mad because it's total bullshit. Not a fucking thing that happens in that movie
What happened in the movie?
Oh, in that movie, it's a guy, he's a shepherd, he's got a dog, and he comes into town, and he dies, and the dog won't leave his side, and he doesn't dig up anything, and everybody's impressed with him, and everybody loves him, and he becomes a hero of the town.
What, a shepherd? This is the plot of this movie? A shepherd
right.
comes to town who has a dog?
Right.
And everyone's impressed with him?
I don't like it.
Right, it's bullshit.
That's got third act problems and first and second act problems.
Yeah,
It's not a good film, and it's not what happened with the real Greyfriars Bobby.
We should pitch a reboot.
Pitch a reboot of Greyfriars Bobby. That's the real story.
Right. And maybe Stuart could be in it.
Stuart would love to be in it.
He's filed his teeth down.
Wow, I can't believe he found. So, how does the rest of his life work?
The rest of his life?
Yeah, and when he's not being.
Yeah, how many hours does he work a week or a day?
The tour is like, it's a 7-hour tour.
Whoa.
From sundown to sunup?
That's
7 hours.
It's a 7-hour tour.
Spooky.
Yeah, because we cover a lot of ground.
Is there a meal break? Is there?
No, there's
I guess
no
it's the
meal
middle
break.
of the night, so people aren't traditionally eating, although they're sleeping usually then, which is why they're not eating.
Right. Well, we stop in at a few different places, a few different pubs and whatnot, and so you can get a drink but
Maybe
there's no time to get a meal.
Scottish egg or Scotch egg?
I suppose, but it's no time really. We're in a hurry.
How much time do you spend in the pubs?
In the pub, we stop into a bunch of, and I'll tell you quite honestly, the way it works is that friends of mine who own pubs say, "Will you bring your tourists around and make them buy a drink?"
You get a little kickback.
I get a little bit of a kickback, and we make them buy drinks.
Really?
We make them buy drinks.
How do you make people buy drinks?
Well, I tell them, you don't want to get bitten again, do you? Or shoved?
Are people just bandaging their ankles at this point?
Wait, so you have other people that shove?
I've got a few guys.
Shovers.
How many people are you employing?
Am I employed? Well, to
do each
it's
tour.
It's different every night. But sometimes it's like 5 or 6 guys who come along during the course of the night.
Stu to bite. Does he have any other duties?
Stuart is biting. And then there at Greyfriars Kirkyard, he's also Bloody George Mackenzie is buried there.
Oh, wow.
Bloody George Mackenzie.
Well, I don't know his story.
Well, Bloody George Mackenzie was a barrister, and he was responsible for the death of like thousands and thousands of Presbyterians. And so they buried him there. And it is said that if you go and you visit his crypts, you might get shoved real hard into a wall.
Whoa.
No.
Yeah, that's right.
That's
by
his ghost?
By the ghost of Bloody George
And so now,
Mackenzie.
do you have a friend who is...
Stuart does that too.
Stuart's
the guy for the Greyfriars Kirkyard. He does the bites and he does the shoves.
Does he live nearby? He doesn't go travel along with you?
He lives there. He lives right there.
He lives right there.
He lives, to be honest with you, he lives in the crypt, in the Bloody George Mackenzie.
This is a homeless guy?
Are these all homeless people that you employ?
Well, I don't really ask him too many questions, but I don't know that none ever invited me to their house. Let's say that, right? This is sort of a...
That's just trademark of a homeless person. No house invitations.
Could be.
When you found all these people that you employ in the different locations,
right,
at which they scare people, did you find them living in those locations?
Usually, yeah.
Okay.
Those
are homeless.
You go there in the daytime and they're there and they're asleep, and you say, "Hey, later on at night, will you be here at night?"
That's the other thing about homeless people: always sleeping during the day.
Oh, isn't it terrible?
That's why they can't hold down jobs.
Well, that's what I think. Yeah, that's right. They should get a job.
I think they all
wake up.
Yeah, probably have chronic fatigue syndrome or something.
Right. Well, they're just insomniacs. So I give them a hand up and I say, "You come join me after sunset."
Join me in my army of homeless people.
And I give them a totally black outfit. That's for me. I provide that.
Wow, yeah.
Head to toe black.
Okay.
And
head to toe.
Head to toe. Yeah, that's
like
right.
a stocking over there.
That's right. That's right. Totally black in black. And I provide that, and I tell them, you know, it's a simple job. You're going to do is bite some people and shove some people into a wall.
Is it the same outfit? Like, does Stu have to take it off when you leave and you give it to the next person?
He passes it on to me, and then I carry it with us to our next stop on the tour.
Providing the outfits is not that big of a thing.
You have one.
I've got
one outfit.
I'm an independent businessman. I told you I'm not
You were just bragging about that, providing the outfits, and you only have one.
I provide these guys with something to wear for about 40 minutes every night.
I don't know.
And so they have to
nice
wear...
and warm, too. it's a real warm
Then you
outfit.
take it off. How many of these people have pneumonia because they're taking off your warm outfits and then...
During the time that they wear it, they are hot. I'll tell you that right now, because it's all wool. It's wool top to bottom. It's totally wool.
Wool mask.
It's a wool face mask.
Oh.
And one of them is allergic to wool, as a matter of fact.
No wonder Stu is panting so hard.
But he's got sweat glands. Anyway, yes, that's right. So, and then I take the black outfit and I take it on with me to the next stop, which is Brody's Close. We go to Brody's Close.
I don't know Brody's Close.
You don't know Brody's Close? William Brody.
William Brody.
He was an upstanding member of the community, except...
okay.
That sounds great.
I can't see this going
so
bad.
you think, but he
Wait,
had
did you say accept?
Except he had a secret.
What?
He had a job fixing locks and making keys for locks.
That's not much of a secret. I mean, I would probably feel comfortable telling
He was
people
a
that.
locksmith.
That's right, but that's not the secret part, lads. What he did with these locks is he made reproductions of locks and keys that he had no business having the locks to. Some of them were banks and he'd sneak in and he'd steal the money. And some of them were private houses and he'd break in and murder people.
What?
He murdered people all over town.
No.
That's right.
Wow.
And they figured it out and they hanged him.
Oh.
And so he is...
I feel like he would be like the obvious
Suspect number one.
Yeah, like.
But this is
What do
why,
you mean?
and I've always said it, this is why every single person in the United States should become a locksmith on their own.
Why is that?
Interesting.
Be your own locksmith, and
Be
then
your
you're
own locksmith.
Then you're never going to get murdered.
Oh, that's a good idea, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Well, wait a minute. Because nobody else knows how to get into your lock.
Exactly. You're the only one who ever...
You're creating your own keys.
It would have worked.
It would save me a lot of time too, because I'm going all the time to have keys cut.
Always at the locksmith.
Always at the locksmith getting keys
Cut my keys, Daddy.
Yeah. So what he's up to this day...
I made a boom boom in my lock.
Type life.
To this day...
Oh, God.
Yes.
The ghost of William Brody is seen walking around Brody's Close on a flaming horse.
What?
Wait,
that wasn't part of it.
Yeah.
I know. That wasn't part of what he did in life, but that's part of the legend. He goes around on a flaming horse.
Did you start this part?
No, that's just part of the story.
Oh, because flames have nothing to do with locks or any.
It's a weird, I'll admit that, but that's part of the story. And you can hear him jingling his keys from atop the flaming horse.
So do you have a guy jingling keys, or do you have a flaming horse?
We've got both.
What?
That's right.
How do you get the... How do you...
Listen,
I understand
Cameron,
the jingling keys.
Cameron, are you lighting horses on fire?
Well, I mean, it's part of the story, right? So what we do is we go down to Brody's Close and we get a horse and we get like the oldest horse we can.
After you bring the clothes to your...
First, yes, I bring the black outfit to the guy who plays Brody, and that's a friend of mine named Dougie. And I say, Dougie, put on the black suit.
You have to tell him to do this each time.
Every fucking night. Well, he's got a head problem.
Yeah, I suspect a lot of people probably don't even remember what's going on.
That's funny you should say that, because a few of these guys, every night I got to explain it to them all over again. This is a ghost tour, and it's meant to be scary. And you're going to put on this outfit.
You're going to jingle some keys.
And get atop this horse, and then...
Wait, the guy's on the horse when you light it on fire?
No.
Oh.
Of course he is. He's riding the horse.
Cameron, is there any possibility that every night you lose a Dougie?
Well, that's interesting. I never thought of that.
Are you just calling this person Dougie?
Are you just calling? In each location?
Right.
Are you just calling whatever homeless person you come upon Stuart or Dougie? And maybe that's
No
why you
wonder
have to,
they don't know what the clothes
I
are
never
for.
thought of that, but it would explain that they're never familiar with what they did last night. I mean, it would explain it, but I don't know if that's it or not. But anyway,
Okay, cool. Yep. So you get him on the horse.
I put him on the horse, and then I've got another guy named Laird. who lights the horse on fire. And I got to explain this to him every fucking night. And he's like, you just we're going to put on, and what we do is we put on a very flammable coat on the horse. And it depends on how long we talk about this, but there's a decent chance that the horse will run away.
Sure, because it's on fire.
Right. And it'll be, if it's raining outside or something, the rain will put out the fire.
Sure.
It's not like we burn alive a new horse every night.
It's not.
Not always.
No.
It depends if it's
How
raining.
many ghost horses would you say there are?
What do you mean?
In this particular part of your tour? Because horses become ghosts as well, I would
Horses
imagine?
definitely become ghosts, yeah. Lots and lots of horse
You've been doing
ghosts.
this how long now? You're a 38-year-old man.
I've been doing the tour now for 12 years.
12 years,
wow.
so
That's right.
and you take a month off.
I take a month off.
Well, no. Do you take a month off, or during that tourism month, is that your busy season?
I do the tour all year long, except I take a month off in, I don't know if you have them here, but we call it January and February. I take that
Yeah,
month
we have both.
off.
Yeah, standard.
This has come up a couple times. I think we share the same calendar.
The Roman one.
Yeah.
Is it the Roman? You've got the Roman.
we do the Roman one
that.
here. Yeah,
that's
yeah.
great. That'll make things
That's
so
going to
much
save
easier.
so much time.
Oh, yeah.
So much
You don't
easier.
have to explain any of that.
It's talking about days. You got the 7 days of the week, right?
Oh, yeah.
You got those as well.
Absolutely.
That's great. That's great.
We
I
don't
didn't know
Ringo
that.
Starr it up.
What? He's got 8 days
He's
a
got
week?
8.
He's got 8.
Yeah, he had a weird calendar.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
He was a little wrong in the head, that
Well,
guy.
peace and love is his whole thing.
Yeah, and not signing autographs.
I know all about that.
If you send him anything,
You
it
don't
will
sign
be
autographs?
tossed.
Or you tried to get him to.
I am still trying to get Ringo Starr because
He's not gonna do it.
Oh, and man, this is what happened. I sent him a letter with a photo of himself for him to sign.
Oh, that's good.
Literally.
Not a photo of yourself.
Literally, like, I put it in the mail on the morning of the day that video came out.
Oh, no.
And I thought, like, that's not fair, right?
Yeah, just give the deadline
Anything
right after.
post-dated should be valid.
It ought to be, right?
Yeah,
Right.
but, he's Ringo Starr.
Well,
So how many ghost horses? I mean, you've been doing this 12 years.
12 years I've been doing it.
With
Yeah,
just
that's right.
one or 2 months off. I mean, that's a lot
Right.
of horses.
well, but as I say, it's not like we burn alive a horse every night. If it's raining, like hard enough to put out the fire,
Sure.
that
So
horse is
you're-
fine.
So you're not. So what you're saying though is, not every night does a horse die because it's being burned.
Right.
Sometimes they are just
Horribly
burned,
scarred.
burned, hurt.
I don't even know that.
But they live.
We've got a flammable horse jacket that we put on the horse.
Oh, so it's like a special effect?
That's right. And if you don't put it out in like a couple of minutes, probably the horse will get burned.
Usually, I think those things take about 20 seconds
Okay,
or so.
so you've got the
I don't know.
flammable horse jacket on the horse.
Right.
You've got Dougie on the jacket.
Dougie's on the jacket.
And
that's
Laird.
right. And Laird is setting
setting
on
it
fire
alight.
the
Okay,
horse.
So now, underneath the jacket, perhaps, let's say for the sake of argument, the horse is moderately safe if it's raining.
Right.
But wouldn't Dougie be exposed to all of the flames?
Heat rises.
He's sitting on the flammable
if
jacket.
you were underneath
Right.
the horse, I would say, maybe he has a
9
chance.
times out of 10, because I don't want the suit to get burned. Right.
Right.
I tell him, like, if the suit catches fire,
Yeah.
you can jump off.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And 9 times out of 10, Dougie will do that.
Right. Yeah.
9
so,
times out of 10.
9 times out
I
of
have
10.
another question.
All right.
Do you think at all
I
that
think all the time.
that part of your ghost tour might be just interacting with ghosts of people you have killed?
Well, that's interesting.
like
I
you
don't
are
know that
going
I've
to
killed anyone.
You are going to the places where multiple Stewarts or Dougies have perished.
you don't think you've killed anyone. I
You
think you're
don't.
culpable. I certainly think that the events
Yes.
that led to their death are your
This
responsibility.
is what I know. This is what I know, and what I would testify in court, if God forbid I should ever find myself there, is we go down the close.
Yeah.
We go down, which is a little alleyway. I don't know if you have closes. We go
Sure,
down the
alleys,
close.
yeah.
And I tell the story. First, I pass off the suit to Dougie.
Mm-hmm.
And then we tell the story. And then Laird sets the horse on fire. And Dougie, on top of a flaming horse, comes out of the close and runs out onto the high street.
Screaming things like,
the horse isn't screaming, but Dougie is. Yeah, that's right. He's saying things and jingling his key. A lot of times he forgets to jingle the keys, and that makes me so fucking mad. Jingle the fucking keys. That's part of it.
What kind of things might he be saying?
Saying things like, "Oh Christ, I'm on fucking fire! You gotta get me out of here! You know what are you doing to me? Why are you standing around watching this?" And stuff like that. Stuff like that, right? Yeah,
all of which you would be fine with as long as he would jingle
the goddamn fucking keys back, because that's a big part of it.
Right.
The ghost was famous for keys.
Yeah.
Anyway, and then they run out onto the high street, and then I don't know what happens to them after that part, right?
You don't check up
because you're moving on with the tour.
I got to move on to the tour.
You try to get the outfit back?
That's why I've got another guy to get the outfit at that point, because it's predictable the horse is going to run, and I'm not going to see Dougie again tonight. I'm not going to see him.
But you got to get that outfit
until tomorrow night.
But so the chart remains of it. At
Laird
the very
probably
least.
grabs that outfit.
Brian. Brian grabs the suit.
Yeah,
this is quite an operation.
There's a few guys.
Moving parts.
How many, on average,
right?
How many people each night pay to take the tour?
How many people pay to take the tour?
Paying customers.
Well, it depends. In the height of the tourist season, I might get about 40 people. All right,
that's
per
great.
night.
That's
per
great.
night.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
Now, and you got to pay up front.
Right.
And a lot of them, I'll be honest with you, a lot of them are gone by the time we get to the close.
Oh, it's a 7-hour
Brody's
tour.
Close.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of them
And they have. Go ahead.
Well, they feel like I've seen a horse on fire. I think I've seen the best of what it's going to do.
But has it peaked?
It has not peaked.
What happens
Please continue.
It's not peaked.
Please continue.
Then we go right to Edinburgh Castle. Now, at this point, the castle is closed. I mean, it's,
Sure.
You can't go there.
It's night.
It's nighttime.
Yeah.
And unless they're doing the tattoo.
The what?
The tattoo. Unless they're doing the tattoo, it's closed.
What? I don't know what that means.
The tattoo, the military tattoo. It's a drum and pipe show that goes on at night. And then
I thought they had like a tattoo business happening in the middle of the night at Edinburgh.
Oh, no, it's a different tattoo.
Okay.
But if that's going on, and that's sometimes even worse because there's a lot of police and whatnot, and we're not a part of that. We're going down under the castle into the catacombs of the castle.
Oh my God, that sounds so frightening.
That's right.
That sounds very haunted.
It's totally haunted down there, the castle.
What's the story behind that?
Well. The story is that there was a prisoner who was caught in the catacomb jails.
Oh.
And he tried to sneak out in a wheelbarrow full of horse shit.
Oh. Okay.
Got it.
And to this day, people smell
Wait, that's
horse
the end
shit.
of that story? He just tried to do it?
That's right. Well,
was he successful?
They suspected there was a man in that wheelbarrow of horse shit.
They just saw a wheelbarrow of horse shit going through the catacombs?
It was being wheeled out by a soldier.
Someone thought there might be a man in it.
They
that's
had
a
a
story.
suspicion. No. It goes on from there.
Okay. Ooh.
And then several soldiers grabbed their bayonets and stabbed at the pile of shit.
Okay.
And killed the prisoner dead.
There was a prisoner.
That's right.
Okay.
Their suspicions
They weren't
were
just
true.
stabbing shit and then they had shitty blades of their bayonets.
Well, from what I understand, they stabbed the shit every time a wheelbarrow of shit came in or out of the castle.
Oh, but the prisoner didn't know that.
He wasn't aware of that practice.
Oh, okay.
And this was the one and only time there was a guy in there.
You would think that maybe someone had tried it beforehand and succeeded, and then
that's
they were
why they were like, we better start
gotta
stabbing.
stabbing
From
this
what
shit.
I understand, it was a precautionary measure. They said, you know what, it could happen.
They're thinking chestnut checkers.
That's right, chestnut checkers. They're thinking ahead and thinking,
Chestnut checkers.
Chestnut checkers. Chestnut checkers on an open fire.
fire.
Join along.
well, have you got Christmas over here?
We do.
Have you?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
right
that's
after
great.
Thanksgiving for us.
I don't know what that is.
You'd love it.
Have you got Hogmanay?
What is Hogmanay?
Oh, you haven't got Hogmanay?
No.
Oh, that's New Year's. You have a big Hogmanay party.
And what happens in a Hogmanay party?
You just get pissed. That's all.
Oh, great.
That's
Okay.
right.
So what happens on your tour? What when you're in the catacombs?
Yeah.
Well,
People say that they can smell horse shit.
that's right. And so what we do is I pick somebody on the tour at random.
Right.
And I put them in a wheelbarrow full of shit.
Oh.
One of the tourists.
Who's shit?
Where do you
Because
get
at
this
this point,
shit?
we're mixing it up. Well, where
You have a guy?
I've got a guy. And I don't ask where he gets it, but I'll tell you, you can tell the difference.
Probably his butt.
You can tell the difference between like livestock shit, right?
Yeah.
And,
Sure.
You know what I mean? And it's not livestock. stock shit, I'll tell you, a lot of the
Really?
time.
Yeah.
But it's enough to fill a wheelbarrow?
I don't know where he does it or how he does it. His name is Roderick, and every night he gets a full wheelbarrow full of shit.
Okay.
That you can fit a human being into.
You can complete, because that's what I say, you've got to be able to fully cover a human being.
How do you coax this tourist into the wheelbarrow?
Well, that's why I've got another guy.
Oh, no.
Who's in charge of that? Because a lot of the time you get tourists and they'll be all pissed, they had a few drinks and they'll say, "Yeah, I'll do it, that's for me, that's good for me," and they'll jump right in there. But a lot of the time you get, well, I'm not doing that, right?
Yeah, that's obviously human shit. I don't.
Yeah.
That's shit just in general.
Right, exactly.
Right.
And at that point, I've got a friend named Angus he's very tall. And he's
So you have 3 people so far just working this part of
shit
the tour.
detail.
This is a tough one, yeah. Well, it's the castle, right? I mean,
Sure,
you've got to do something.
Is this
great.
the finale or is this where?
Oh no,
Okay.
we're only a couple hours into the tour. At this
We
point.
got to
I
get
don't-
through some of
I don't want to.
I don't want to tell you everything on the
I
tour.
don't want to jump too far ahead in this story.
Right.
Why don't you finish about Angus? But then I've got a question.
Well, Angus makes sure that somebody gets in that fucking wheelbarrow
How
one way
does
or
Angus
another.
do it?
Okay, that
Well-
might lead to my next question, which is, do you have rifles with bayonets that you then are used in this part of the tour?
Well, that would be a good idea. It's just a knife. He's just got a long fucking knife.
Okay.
And he pulls it out, and it makes an impressive sound when he pulls it out of the scabbard. It's like a real shing.
Oh, shing pointing.
And as soon as you hear that, it's
Yeah.
like,
You get in the wheelbarrow.
You get in the fucking wheelbarrow. Because
Right.
it's better you should smell like shit for the rest of the night.
Then get stabbed
Then
by
you should get stabbed by a guy.
Yeah,
Well,
but does the person
then get stabbed?
Yes! You guys are good.
Yeah, I saw that coming.
You did.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you, most of the people on the tour don't see it coming
Yeah.
based on the reactions that I get. They're shocked. They can't believe it happened.
Right.
And we're
They're
not
witnessing
looking
a murder.
No. We
Yes.
don't, no.
No.
Or
They've
a
seen-
naming.
Or whatever. a
Does the
stabbing.
person who was in the wheelbarrow under the shit
Right.
rejoin the tour?
Sometimes they do for a little while, just long enough to get out to the street,
Collapse. Cry
to
for
find
help.
them. Because we are way down deep in the catacombs.
Sure.
It'd be hard to find your way out without a guide.
Interesting.
So they
Right.
might be mad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They might feel, or whatever.
Right.
And then, but they better come along with me
Can I ask you
to come out of the castle.
a question? Because we don't have a lot of more time to go through every aspect of the tour.
Right.
I,
all right.
You-
I
you-
genuinely wish we did.
Well, I don't want to tell you the whole tour. I don't want to give it all away.
Yeah, keep some secrets. But
Yeah.
there are 40 people on average.
By
that-
this point, it's down to usually 3 or 4.
how many people actually make it through to the other side?
To the end of the tour.
to the other side, like to the
Not to,
afterlife?
not to heaven, but
To the end. Well, we always get. I make sure there's one.
so it's like a Charlie and the Chocolate Factory
It's
kind
a
of situation.
lot like that. It's a lot like
And what
that.
happens to that one person?
The last person.
Yeah.
Well, the end of the tour is we tour a ghost ship.
Oh.
We go out to the Firth, all right, and we go out on the pier, and there's a ghost ship docked at the pier, but you can't see it.
You can't. Oh, an actual ghost
You
ship.
can't
So it's
see
invisible.
the boat, but it's there. It's a
Okay.
ghost ship there at the pier. You can't see it.
Right.
And then we'd tell the last person on the tour, get on the fucking ghost ship.
Walk the plank.
Fucking get on the ghost ship.
Right.
You're going to get on it.
Right.
And you're going to sail it all the way over to the other side of the Firth.
Oh, wow.
That's right.
So you're drowning someone.
Out to Crail. And we stand there